Hello everyone, welcome to your full moon in Leo report. I'm Hem from Self Love Self Care System and I'm doing this full moon report to you today audio style. This full moon is on the 1st of February and it may be different depending on where you live, and I haven't checked that because I'm not going to do times anymore, because what difference does it really make, because we're all in different zones. And so when I say the time, it may not be accurate for you. So I just want you to know it's the full moon in Leo and a new energy and vibration is coming in. So this full moon, the February 2026 moon, asks you to have the courage to be seen differently. It says, are you ready to embrace what is bright? This full moon in Leo rises like a spotlight you didn't ask for, but somehow need. She stands alone, luminous and unapologetic, directly opposite a powerful Aquarian stellium. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars and Pluto all clustered together, asking one essential question. Are you ready to change the identity that you have become totally and utterly loyal to? This isn't a soft illumination. This is a clarifying one. Leo rules the heart, self-expression, and the places we want to be witness. Aquarius rules the future, the collective, and the version of you that exists beyond old labels. With the Sun in Aquarius opposite the Moon in Leo, tension builds between who you've been performing as and who you're becoming when no one else gets the vote. It's almost as if those people, the things that people can't see, are the parts of you that are really coming out to shine, the parts of you that really want to be witnessed and seen. And Mars is loud right now. Sun conjunct Mars, Moon opposite Mars, Mars conjunct Pluto. This is momentum with teeth, energy that says you cannot unknow what you now see. Something in you has already started to move and act just a little bit, and if it hasn't, it's ready to start to move and act. It's ready to cut through hesitation and stop outsourcing your sense of authority to anybody else. The full moon doesn't create the wound. She reveals where you've quietly been holding and carrying it. She illuminates the places where you weren't seen, where your voice softened to keep the peace, where you learned to dim your fire to stay safe. And instead of spiraling into not enough, this moon says, look at it clearly and shake it off. Leo reminds us that confidence isn't arrogance, it's self-trust made visible. Meanwhile, Mercury conjunct Venus in Aquarius reframes how you think and speak to yourself. Old stories loosen, conversations shift. You may notice a new honesty emerging from within you, one that sounds less like explanation and more like truth. And as an aside, I can really relate to that because I've been doing this myself, realizing that often I'm trying to explain rather than being my real true self, which is actually I want to do this, or I'm making this decision. I tend to ask it as a question sometimes, and that is not a good boundary. So maybe for the rest of you, it's something you need to look at as well. This is a moment where your inner language upgrades to match the future that you are stepping into, basically. So rather than doing things like I was doing, and maybe you're not, but maybe you're doing something similar, you'll find yourself stepping into a place where you're more aware and able to change the trajectory of the things that you voice and the way you say things. Now, underneath it all, the longer arcs are quietly stabilizing change. Saturn in Pisces sextile Uranus, retrograde in Taurus, asks you for grounded innovation, real change that doesn't bypass your body. Neptune's connection to Saturn, Uranus and Pluto soften fear around that which is unknown, reminding you that transformation doesn't require chaos, it just requires consent. Now, there's this Pluto trine Uranus as well, and it's giving you like a deep, irreversible evolution. What happens now stays with you. What shifts in you now stays with you. What moves in you now moves with you. The kind where once you shift, You're never, ever going to be able to fit back into that old mould. And the truth is, you won't want to. You just won't want to. Now, I'm doing our cards, and I will put them in the recording so you can see them. The Star Codes Astro Pocket Oracle Guidebook. I'm using the Heather Rowan Robbins Oracle deck, right? I've got the guidebook in my hand, that's why I said guidebook. But I'm going to get you some cards from that so that you can see and feel what this moon wants to tell you. So let's get the first card. I think the first card we get is going to be about a practical, something practical you need to know that you need to do, right? So this is the practical thing. What do you need to do right now? What do you need to work towards? That kind of thing. What is this full moon bringing you? Did I say new moon? I have a habit of that, don't I? But yes, full moon. So the card you've got for the thing that you need to do is the Pluto card, and it says rebirth. You can't even believe it, can you? 27 it is. I wish I was doing it live now so you could see it. But it's crazy that came out, but it always does it, and it just absolutely amazes me. So right, you ready? Pluto, rebirth. Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio and is a powerful planet. It takes 240 years to traverse the zodiac. Pluto and Charon, the largest of the 5 moons, circle each other and create a binary system. Most myths connected to Pluto, god of the underworld, have 2 major characters: the one who descends into the underworld to return reborn, and the one who either sends souls down to the underworld or greets them as they arrive. From Pluto and Persephone to Seth and Orion, the use and abuse of power and the willingness to be reborn again into the empowered divine self describe Pluto's influence. It's very key here. It's exactly what we've been saying. It's what needs to happen. Now look at the card, because it will be on the screen for you, and look at what it's showing you, this movement, this change, this rebirthing of yourself. So Pluto was also the lord of mining, retrieving valuables from deep within the earth. Now there's an action. You're being called to 3 actions. First, to dig deep. Second, to be willing to transform. And third, to use your power wisely. You're being called to drill down, dig up what is worthy and bring it to the surface. Then rinse away the dirt and uncover the gold. Bring up riches whenever you dig deep into your soul's work. Notice obsessions and neurosis. These are signs of stress, must be listened to and healed. Don't allow them to control you. Pluto reminds you can't hold on to the past, but you can take care of yourself to begin this work. You may have to let go of an old form as a caterpillar must become a butterfly. Mourn what you've left behind, then get curious about what's due to arrive. Examine the power dynamics of this situation. Don't give your power away or misuse your power over others. Step out of power struggle and into self-empowerment. Now be careful of being obsessed or depressed or having grief, okay? Be careful of that. And also look into that sense that sometimes things need to end and we need to strip away that which isn't essential to our lives so that we can move forward. Now, this moon, let's look at what this moon asks of you practically. And this isn't from the card, this is just from the report. And then we'll do one more card to close it out. So what this moon is asking of you practically, it's to own your presence, okay? Notice where you step back automatically. And the new you is going to really experiment with staying. Does that make sense? So where you get fearful or you are struggling sometimes to meet the other space where it is, but focus on what you can do to stay in that space. This is the strong version of you. This is the one that is allowing itself to shine, okay? The next part would be to act from self-respect rather than reaction. So the Mars-Pluto energy is very potent. And you're being asked to channel it into intentional movement, not power struggles, okay? You know, this isn't about struggling. This is about choosing and making strong, wise decisions. Then you're going to be asked to really tell the truth. Be less emotional, okay? Have more clarity and speak your words with precision. If you want to say no to them, something, just say no. This is about clarity and cleanness in your speech. Often, many of us muddy our speech, and then we wonder why we end up in secular conversations with other people. We end up in them because we are not clear and concise in the meaning we're bringing out to the other. Then the final one is let your confidence be quiet but firm. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to embody it. So be confident, be firm, and allow yourself to embody who you truly, truly need to be. Now I'm going to get another card because I want to get another card just to close this out. And just what we want to do now is see what this full moon is actually going to bring you. So what is this full moon going to bring everybody listening in now to this reading? The angels want to give me all the cards. You know, it's a thing with me and the angels, isn't it? What is this full moon? Oh, here we go. We've got the card. I'm excited. So we've got the Imam Coli root. Imam Coli root. I'm going to have to read this one. It's obviously about rooting. It's 38. So there's a very spiritual energy to this. You're being spiritually called to root in, to create roots, okay? Let's see what the action is. Look to the roots. Think about what makes you feel at home and secure and create sanctuary for you. Investigate the foundation and become conscious of the tradition and assumptions that underlie your situation. Lean into habits that help you feel secure and grounded. If you enjoyed childhood, family traditions can help you to feel safe and strong in a storm. If you grew up in chaos, you may crave the opposite. And so create your own quiet sanctuary. If you grew up around arguments, arguing with people at home may seem normal to you, but that may not be the case for your housemates. So you may need to learn to present the points in a more transformative, less combative way. It's very powerful for this moon. It's about you learning about your speech. As we said in what it was asking of you practically, this card also asks you. It's about you going deeper into the roots, spiritual, religious or philosophical underpinnings of your early life. You're going to fish for what doesn't work. You're going to let go of the things that do not work. The things maybe you made assumptions about as a child. These are underpinnings that are going to give you the connection to spirit and source, okay? And you're going to be asked to examine your roots so that you may build a stronger structure and a stronger version of you. That's amazing. I love those two cards. So what I'll do is I'll put them on the version that you can see, so you get to see both these readings. This regenerative fire moon doesn't demand destruction for drama's sake. She asks you to burn what no longer works because it's heavy, not because it's bad. And what rises after, not a louder version of you, but a truer one, the kind that doesn't ask for permission to exist. So there you go, my lovelies. That is your beautiful full moon in Leo report. Namaste, everybody. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous full moon. Do think about these. These are very practical steps that you've been given today about reframing the energetic vibration that you are bringing out into the world. The universe, the angel source, they want to assist you with this as well and help you as you move along. And this full moon in Leo has all the energetic vibrations and the firm support that will give you the momentum and the impetus to get where you need to. Take care. I'm sending you all so much love. Have a glorious full moon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. Bye everyone. Take care. Bye.